Hey everybody, welcome to Dominique Does It All. Today I'm gonna get into a recap of one of my favorite guilty pleasures called Younger. It's a TV show that's in season 5. Yes, I have been secretly watching it for 4 seasons, and this week debuted season 5 of the TV show Younger. And before I get into the recap of episode 1 of season 5, I am going to do a little backstory if you're not familiar with it to catch you kind of up with what has been going on and the premise of the show. So, the show is basically about this woman in her 40s that was married, her husband was cheating on her, and he basically asked for a divorce and says, hey, I don't want to be with you. And she is a housewife, and she has she went to college, she has a little bit of skills, but she hasn't worked for a really long time, and now she has to get a job. She has an adult college-aged daughter, and she has to basically start all over with not having a job in so many years. And she's finding it hard to find a job with no years experience. So in order to get a job, she has to lie and say that she is younger. She lies and says she is in her 20s. I believe she's like 25, 26, 27-ish. And she's basically a millennial. She gets a job in publications, and that's basically the premise of the show without giving too much away. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you go back and watch season 1 through 4. I do believe it's on Hulu. So without further ado, let's get into season 5, episode 1 recap right now. So it starts off with Liza coming back from Ireland. As you know, Josh just got married with that one chick, and Liza was kind of devastated. And she goes back to work, and Charles invites her to the office, and he's like, can we talk? And she's like, yes. Before he even says what he wants to say, she kind of jumps the gun, and she like spills all her feelings. And I kind of had this weird feeling that he wasn't gonna say what she thought she was gonna say. And she's like, you know, that kiss meant more to me, you know, and I don't regret it. And he's like, oh, okay, but that wasn't what I was gonna say. And I was like, oh my gosh, cringe, what? Yikes. Like, what in the world? It's super embarrassing. Like, time out. Anyways, so what Charles really wanted to talk to her about was this creepy old ASS guy coming back into the publishing world about this like weird book, blah blah blah, not important, whatever. So the whole episode was about like this Me Too moment, and he's kind of like this creepy old guy, and Liza is like, hey, this creepy guy is hitting on us. And so she goes back to Charles, and she's like, yeah, this creepy guy is actually hitting on us. I don't think and then Charles is like, okay, so since the creepy guy is hitting on you, we're not going to publish his book. And then they pull this guy's book. Creepy guy at the end of the show, he's an author, by the way. He's kind of like the Token of the literacy world. Token does like the Lord of the Rings, okay? And he hits up Charles, and he's like, hey, I have this file on all these girls, and he's trying to discredit them. And he basically pulls the cover on Liza. He's like, hey, she's not really 26, she's 40, and she's a divorcee, and it ends right then and there. And so then it starts getting juicy. And that's it. And I'm just like, I need more. So that was kind of the whole episode. Also in this show, there's Hilary Duff. There's this cute black guy. Finally, they haven't really had any people of color in this whole show except for last season. They brought the guy from the originals. I never watched it, but this guy is super hot. They don't have, like I said, no people of color. There's nobody else but brown guy. So I'm like, finally, like some eye candy. But other than that, the show is like my guilty pleasure. It's super funny. It's cute. There's a lot going on. So yeah, I think you guys, if you watched it, you would like it. Do you guys watch Younger? If you do, let me know. Who's your favorite character? Will you guys be watching next week? Let me know if you guys want me to continue to do this Younger recap. I don't know. Anyways, that's the end of this recap. It's only like 30 minutes, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep this up. It's kind of short. Oh yeah, and then Hilary Duff's character kind of has like this flirty thing going on with the new black guy. So yeah, that's gonna be heating up this season too. So we kind of got this like romance thing going on the side as well. And Charles' wife seems to be wanting him back too. So it's like we have this romantic triangle that's gonna be heating up as well. I don't know. Anyways, not that you care, but now you know. If you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.